I face the typical insecurities of, oh, I wish I were prettier. I wish I were skinnier. But as a human being and as a Christian, I face the insecurities of, okay, I have fears of people actually knowing who I am. I don't want them to see that I have jealousy problems or that I envy. Or I don't want them to see that majority of the time I don't even like who I am. And I put on a smile so that everybody thinks that I do. All of those insecurities of, why am I not good enough? Why doesn't God hear me when I talk to him? Because I feel like he doesn't hear me a lot of the time. If I were just, if I had everything together in my life, I'm sure people would definitely like me. Or maybe they wouldn't like me because I do have everything together in my life. So it's just, I have a lot of insecurities. Majority female, but a lot to do with, I just want to be a good person and I feel like I'm not good enough. The main transitions for me have been, I would say in the past year for me, or 2 years, it's been like this massive growth spurt for me emotionally and spiritually. I've always tried to be one of those people that is not, not cliche, just kind of, the way I feel is the way I feel. To never be gratuitous. And in the past 2 years, it's been weird how God has, kind of been showing me things, just showing me how real he is and how, a parent he can be if you want him to be in your life. With my family and all the, pain that caused when my parents split up, it kind of made me realize that, I have my own flaws. I have my own fears. And I tell people I am not perfect. I'm not perfect. Well, the same thing goes with the people in our lives. They are not perfect. And for me in the past 2 years, I've had all of those moments and those realizations, gosh, I don't have it all together. But that is the beautiful thing when you're a Christian, is when you can stand before God and go, look, I don't have anything together. I just desire to know you more. So I think me getting married, me finding the one, that you hear about and read about and talk about your whole life, and just kind of losing myself in the beauty that God has for me as his child. That's the best place to be. I have a lot of hopes for the future. I just want to be happy more than anything. I've kind of accomplished more than I ever set out to do. I was 14 years old. What did I know? I just want to be happy, in all the choices I make. I want them to be, obviously the right choices and by God's standards. But I've led so many sad days and depressed days in my life. I don't want to lead those anymore. I have the most perfect man in the world by my side. And it's not about, the money or the career or how many movies I do or how many records I sell. We just want to be happy. That's my hope. I want to have kids. I would love to continue acting and continue doing music because I feel like God has definitely put that in my life. But I don't want to make any choices that don't make me happy either in those things. So my dark days, for me, dark meaning I just sat in my house and thought my life was over with kind of days. and just depressed, extreme depression. Those kind of moments, they kind of stem from the pressures that you have as a Christian singer. For me, that's been a lot of pressure and just a lot of moments of, I can't do this. People don't always say nice things about me. I don't want to do this anymore. People have opinions about me and they don't know me. I don't want to do this anymore. And then just being a Christian, it's like you live by your own standards because God has put them in you. And then all these other people have different ones, and you also have to live by theirs. That's hard. And nobody should have to live that way. But when you, to whom much is given, much is required in this job and in this lifestyle, and as a Christian, you know, we've been given so much. So a lot is required, and a lot of responsibility comes with that. And there have been so many moments that I didn't want this responsibility. Now, I consider this responsibility still a lot, but it's a lot easier because I kind of came to terms with who I am and came to terms with who I am through God, and that I can only please God. That is my main goal in this world. I can't do anything for you or you or you or this person or that person. All I can do is be who God has made me into being, because I have nothing else to say, absolutely nothing else to do, because I'm worthless without Him. You know, I've been traveling since I was 9 years old, and I learned so much. And you know, I've been homeschooled since then. I was homeschooled. Now I'm way past college years. Not way, but okay, a year past college years. I've been homeschooled forever and traveling and singing and doing music, and I've learned so much, and I consider it completely a blessing, but I consider it completely a curse as well. And you know, my family, they didn't know that traveling at 9 years old, that I was gonna miss out on everything and have really bad social skills when I turned 18 and never be able to handle, you know, my friends, and just always having issues with personal life things. And then, but you know, work, I'm great at, I can put on the smile and the face that Jaci Velasquez needs to have, but the real Jaci, she's kind of lacking. So, you know, my parents didn't know that that would be an issue for me. And I now look back and kind of feel like, wow, you know, I missed out. I missed out on life. And I always want to tell, you know, the girls that are coming after me, the younger ones, hey, you know, you can do this you can do this even when you're 23, and you'll still be too young to do this. And still be in high school, do the junior high school, go through college, because I missed out on those things, and I wish I wouldn't have now. Although I'm so smart in so many other ways, like you can put a record contract or a publishing contract or, you know, any song in front of me, and I can pick it apart and make you look dumb. But you put, this girl was talking about so-and-so and so-and-so, and I don't know what in the world to do. I can't deal with it.